Good morning guys, I'm in Las Vegas getting ready for the Bitcoin conference Industry Day. Today's schedule is packed since it's Industry Day and it's exclusive to industry people and whale VIP ticket holders with more professional and insider content than the public day that will be tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. I will try to record as much as possible so that I can share that whale, that VIP info with you. Knowledge is power, alphas are money, and by the end of this video, you will thank me for the edge you will gain. Before we head to the venue, don't forget to subscribe. I will be updating throughout the Bitcoin conference and whale party and everything this week. Subscribing ensures you won't miss anything. Also, you can add me on Telegram for direct chats if you want to contact me. The link is in the description too. Okay, let's go. That's all I needed, some coffee. Let's go to the Nakamoto stage now. They have a talk about how to fund the Bitcoin strategic reserve. I think this one will get, it will be very interesting. So let's have a look.
Well, I think it's similar to a strategic petroleum reserve, strategic gold reserve. Bitcoin is now becoming one of the largest asset classes in the world. We're at number 6 or number 8, I think it is, depending on how you count it. The only way you can do that is if you hold a lot of it. Why do we have a strategic petroleum reserve? U.S. is arguably one of the largest producers of oil in the world. You have it so you can manipulate price, right? Why do you have a gold reserve? Because it certainly doesn't back the dollar. So you have it so you can defend the dollar in the event of an attack. So a strategic Bitcoin reserve does two things. One, it shows that the U.S. says this is important for us. It's an important asset class, and it's a way to project power. And I think that's why he did it, and I think that's why you'll see the U.S. will build a reserve, and it will be substantial.
All right. That being said, enough of government and geopolitics. Let's take a break for a while. I want to take you to see one keynote that I really like because it's really important for me. It's one from Bryan Johnson. I don't know if you know this vampire, but he is really interesting, and his philosophy goes really well, I think, with Bitcoin holdings and stuff like that.
You can, in fact, meaningfully slow down your speed of aging through various things I'm going to talk to you about today. So, you probably hear a lot of things about health. It probably seems all very confusing, and people disagree with everyone about everything. So what do? I'm going to help you understand there's one marker in particular that will help you achieve the majority of the health benefits. Lowering your resting heart rate before bed, okay? So we're gonna spend about 5 minutes on this. Everyone put your phones down and let's focus on this, yeah? Okay. So my credentials in doing this is I scored 8 months of perfect sleep, okay? 100% sleep score for 8 months. I wanted to demonstrate you can in fact master the practice of sleep. I think we all know this. The most consequential thing happening in the world right now, of course, outside of Bitcoin, that's obvious. Second to Bitcoin is AI. AI is progressing at a speed that is unfathomable to our current minds. It is changing things beyond our ability to understand. As it does this, I want to put forward to you that as a species, we're going to be playing a new game. And whereas right now our games are primarily locked in on status, prestige, wealth, and power.
That was a nice keynote. What he said, I know a lot already. I have the whoop stuff on my arm too, like him, stuff like that. I am tracking. I love to track. I track everything. But still, it reminds us a lot of, fundamental things that we have in crypto too. You focus on one main thing that is the most important, and you respect that. Like for him, it's sleep. But we talked about that already, for management of your portfolio, the proportions, how much Bitcoin you will allocate, to have a safe wallet, long term, stuff like that. And yeah, the measurements, track everything, have a strategy. A lot of people don't have strategy. I often talk about my strategies. Have a strategy and respect it. Like my 0.1 Bitcoin video, if you remember, you just have to write it down and respect it. I loved what he talked about gamification. We don't talk enough about gamification. So maybe we have to work on that, because everything is so easier when it's just a game. So he does that really well, and we should do that too for crypto. And not just with, GameFi, meme coins and stuff like that, but for traditional, investments that we can do with Bitcoin and ETH that are not that fun to start with. And yeah, slow and steady win the race. You have to have patience and reassess often based on what you are tracking. And yeah, it was really good though. So let's go back to the deep vault where I can grab something to eat and take you to the next keynote.
For engaging the Lightning Network in small purchases, for example. We want to make sure that there's a de minimis amount. So if you are buying something with Bitcoin, you are exempt from IRS reporting if it's under $600. Things like that are important to making Bitcoin very, very useful and utilitarian within the US economy. So we think that we'll vote for cloture on Monday and start the amendment process just next week. And if we can get this passed, this will be the first piece of digital asset legislation to pass the US Senate. It is the first bill in 8 years to come out of the banking committee.
Amazing.
And so we don't have the muscle memory to legislate anymore. That's our job, is to legislate. But we've lost the mental muscle memory to do it. But we're trying to slowly recreate it, get the stablecoin bill passed, and then move to market structure.
Okay, a lot of stuff that we heard about, a lot, and I talked about it in the videos talking about stablecoins. And yeah, it's all about, once again, like Lummis said, about extending the reach of the dollar and all about, national security. So yeah, stablecoins, they are the way to go. Even if it's hard to pass their laws, like, the Genius Act. They told us how hard it was like to pass laws like that. But still, we are on the way, we are on the good way. So I think it's great, and they are the first, they are building the infrastructure. So it's really great for the US, for the future, and for the dollar. I think they did the good move. And I think the more I think about it, the more I think that it's really a shame for China. They had so much power. They had so many people that believed in this thing. They could have done that, but they didn't. They chose to ban, they chose to censor. And now they are left behind, and maybe they will never, recoup this loss. So yeah, it was interesting. A lot of stuff that we talked about before, but it's still a good reminder that stablecoins are really good for the US dollar. And that's all. On to the next one. Let's see if we can go to the fireside with David Sack. A lot of events. It's crazy today. A lot of keynotes. On to the next one.
What we accomplish exactly through price levels, I guess I want to measure it through innovation levels, but I will say that I did notice that Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high the other day, and that was great to see.
Yeah. I don't think it's a coincidence.
It's not, yes. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we see that blockchain, Bitcoin, crypto, this is the financial system of the future. And we want this innovation happening in the United States. We don't want it driven offshore. That's basically what was happening before, is because under the Biden administration, and as we all know, Elizabeth Warren had the auto pen, all this innovation was being driven offshore. It was being driven to other countries. And that's not the American way. I mean, the American way is always to be the innovator, the leader in technology. And we want this financial revolution happening in the United States. We want to be leading in this. We don't want to be driving it offshore. It's crazy.
Alright, I'm back in the room. The keynote ended with David Sachs that you just saw a few seconds ago. I got here, charge the batteries for the camera, have a quick rest, but just 10 minutes, I'm just plan everything and it will go smoothly as okay. So, I have to be quick. It's because we have to go to the whale, VIP reception. there is a special event for us whales, so I will go and I will take you there. I hope that I won't have the same problem as yesterday at the nightclub. The problem was that I couldn't take this camera. I will try anyway. Let's talk about this day. This day was crazy. It's packed. It's crazy. And let's talk about David Sacks, the last keynote. David Sacks is Trump's AI and crypto czar. His last keynote was straight fire, and it's good that we ended this day with him because this guy has big ideas and he's dropping truth bomb about crypto legislation. It's not empty talks anymore. This feels real. New regulatory frameworks, stablecoin bills, we had the Genius Act, it's all coming now and it's huge because it's getting real. I can feel it. It's great for Bitcoin and for crypto as a whole. And yeah, that's great. But in the same time, there's a small problem because it's all Trump. Trump is pushing crypto hard, and that makes the minority party throw a wrench in the gears. It's politics, am I right? Still, bipartisan bills are still going through, and Sachs is out here making it happen with Senator Lummis, and yeah, he is great, and he makes a killer Trump impression. I will put the clip, or we will find the clip. I recorded it, but maybe we will have a better version of it. It was so funny.
I know you guys really created Facebook. I know it was really you guys who did that. And yeah, I know you didn't win that court case, but it's okay because you guys got dealt a lot of cards. You're very rich, very handsome. You got dealt a lot of cards.
Supermodels with big brains, right?
But yeah, his vision is clear, and his vision is for clear rules. That's great. And yeah, it got us all at the event hyped for what's next. So yeah, I think we are getting into crypto's golden age. Drop a like if you are bullish on crypto, and let me know, are we headed for a crypto boom? Do you think that we will, the speakers here, they are all talking about new ATH this week, this month. I don't care. I think we are getting there sooner or later. It feels so real. Let's wrap all that up and go to the party, go to the, reception. Let's go. Hi guys, I'm here in Las Vegas at the Bitcoin 2025 conference, and let me tell you, it's the end of the day, I'm a bit tired, but I'm still thinking of what happened today and what Saylor said. He dropped some serious wisdom in a Q&A session that had the room on fire, This guy, he doesn't just talk about Bitcoin, he lives it, he breathes it, and it makes you feel like you are part of something massive. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. He started by comparing Bitcoin to the gold standard of the 19th century when the Rothschilds ran the banking world. Back then, gold was cash, but sovereign debt was what circulated, Fast forward to today, Saylor says, Bitcoin's digital gold.
If you look at Bitcoin today, Bitcoin's digital gold, it's digital cash. What does it mean? It's a bearer instrument, a monetary instrument. What do I think is going to happen? I think it's going to keep growing from $1 trillion to 10 trillion to 100 trillion. It's going to keep getting bigger and bigger in the capital stack.
That stuck with me because it's not just a prediction, it's a vision of Bitcoin as the backbone of the future financial system. Then he dived into AI.
The consequences of AI is digital intelligence, Bitcoin is digital capital. The consequences of the AI is that the AI is going to do the work of 1 billion people, then 10 billion people, then 100 billion people, then 1 trillion people.
Saylor argues that AI is going to replace human labor through robots, self-driving cars and smart appliances. Already the case, we have 4 companies of self-driving cars in Las Vegas today. Land and labor, their value is going to crash, but capital, it's going to explode. And where is that capital going to flow? Right into Bitcoin. It's not just about humans using Bitcoin, it's about machines, AIs, entire economies running on this digital capital because the technology is fast, because Bitcoin is trustless and pure. We can challenge him on a few points, but it felt like he was handing us a roadmap to the future and saying, this is where the world is going, get on board. It wasn't just about numbers or markets. It was about a paradigm shift, a world where Bitcoin isn't just money, it's the foundation of everything. That's some good food for thought. And yeah, I'm still thinking about that, still buzzing, from Saylor's words, and I wanted you to feel it too. And to think about that too.